going on, everyone? Fucking Moldylocks, right? Made that video like an hour ago. Totally forgot about Moldylocks. I had a few things to say about her, so it probably won't be a very long video, maybe only a couple minutes. Isn't it funny? Isn't it just so fucking, cute and hilarious how out of one side of their snakish jaws, leftists will decry the concept of gender, they'll deny biology, they'll scream about how gender roles are misogyny and how we're all just this, entirely, all our concepts of gender are entirely based off of our upbringing. There's no biology to it whatsoever. Men who want to be protective and provide for women are chauvinistic pigs. Women who would rather be stay-at-home moms are, just self-hating, what's the phrase? Self-misogynist? Whatever. And then one of their own women gets socked in the face by Nathan Domingo. They run around like fucking chickens without heads, screaming about how, misogynistic it is to hit women. Well, look, you can either say it's misogynistic to have traditional gender roles or it's misogynistic to hit women. It's one or the other. Now, I am nominally traditional in that, biology has, we are a dimorphic species, right? Like men and women have brains that are geared towards different tasks. There's always going to be exceptions and, gray areas. Some men will be better nurturers, some women will be better providers, and if everyone's if everyone in the family is happy and everyone's productive and safe, then who gives a shit? There's always going to be exceptions. Don't have to be a hardliner about it. But let's try to aim for what evolution determined for us, or not determined for us. What evolution has prepped us to be. That's how I think we're going to get a more functional and safer society. So I'm nominally a traditionalist in terms of gender. However, I do not think that traditionalism means I have to take away agency from women, which you will see from some traditionalists. And in that, Moldylocks, she made a Facebook post before she went to Berkeley, and she talked about how she wanted to collect Nazi scalps. Now that's not a declared intent to commit violence against a specific person, and probably, maybe being humorous, I can maybe see that, although I certainly have my biases at this point with fucking anyone associated with Antifa, because it's just a fucking political terrorist group. It always has been. But this woman was not innocent. She wasn't standing around. A little bit before Nathan clocked her in the face, she gets asked, I forget the name of the journalist who did it. He's one of those, I quite like him, he's an independent guy. He asked her, hey, what do you guys think about this whole M80, throwing M80s into crowds things, aren't those dangerous? And she says some shit, well, she makes excuses, like, well, the revolution's not easy, some people are going to get hurt, these people are fascists, they want to take away our rights, never names what rights they want to take away, but okay, whatever. And says, yeah, we're here to make sure, they know they can't intimidate us, and we're going to do that by intimidating them, basically. And right before the punch, earlier in the video, right, she's seen scuffling with Nathan beforehand. Now, what led to that scuffle, I'm not so sure. I haven't seen any video evidence that leading up to the moments before that. But you can also find other videos of her throughout the whole, Battle of Berkeley, where she's fighting other people. It's like, look, even if she was clearly there to start shit, no, I'm not going to pretend that just because she's a woman that she's somehow immune from the consequences of her actions. Look, if I have any women watching this, and I have a fair amount, I have like about 15% of my audience is women, my audience, all three of you. Great people, all three of you, but not very big. Anyway, if there's anyone watching this, look, I don't think men should try to go out of their way not to get into physical confrontations with women, and should try to be more restrained. I do think that's a good idea. However, if you go into a situation where you start laying hands on dudes, you're no longer, the victim, or you're no longer the delicate flower in that situation. you have agency. Like, you are now an actor in that interaction, and you have to deal with the consequences of that. Like, if you start assaulting a grown-ass man, you know, yeah, he shouldn't do it. It's, you know, it's kind of wrong. It rubs me the wrong way, sure. But what do you expect? Don't go around punching people. Like, why is that hard to understand? Don't go fucking socking people in the face, and maybe they won't sock you in the face. Don't be like Moldylocks, going to a pro-free speech rally, calling everyone fascists, getting into fights with people, and then getting mad when someone clocks her in the face back. Now again, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows exactly what happened between Nathan and Moldylocks. It would basically be her word against his. I'm far more biased in favor of him. I've seen a few interviews of him before this. Seems like a decent guy. Actually, even maybe I'm wrong, but seems kind of moderate compared to most alt-rightists. I could be mistaken. If you're more familiar with, you know, Identity Europa and you're more familiar with Nathan Domingo, leave a comment and fill me in on what he's like. Maybe he's an asshole. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's like they run straight back to traditionalism when it's convenient, and then they'll toss it to the side. You know, like, where was this cry out, you know, for traditional values when that Trump-supporting woman was, like, talking to a reporter, and she wasn't fighting with anyone. There's no evidence that she was instigating anything. And then someone clocked her in the fucking face when she wasn't looking. And, no, my bad. Didn't punch her in the face. You know, sprayed fucking pepper spray directly in her eyes. Like, not even from far away. Like, right fucking here. Like, where was the media screaming about, you know, how much women are under attack? Were they anywhere to be found? I didn't see them. Did you see them? Probably fucking not. Because these people are just fucking liars. They're fucking hypocrites, you know? Like, they hate traditionalism sometimes. They want full-blown degeneracy over every single thing. No fucking standards whatsoever. And whenever it's fucking convenient, whenever they need to plug at fucking heartstrings, they'll run straight back into men's, you know, the gynocentric urge all men have to protect women. They'll run straight back to it because it's politically convenient, because they have no fucking principles, and they're just shitty fucking people. So no. In closing, no, Moldylocks is not a victim. Don't go, if you're fucking in Antifa, that is a political terrorist movement. Nobody gets involved in Antifa who doesn't know what the fuck they're up to. If you don't know what the fuck they're up to, you're fucking dumb. You're just fucking dumb. If you're in Antifa, as far as I'm concerned, you're in a fucking political terrorist movement there to intimidate people into silencing them, into suppressing political dissent. You're a thug. You do not get to cry when people turn around and give you a taste of your own goddamn medicine, you hippie commie. She's also a porn star. Did I mention that? Not even a good porn star either. That's really disappointing to me. Like, if you're going to be a useless whore, at least be, you know, sexually entertaining. You know, I take that back, actually. I've read about a lot of porn stars. They're generally a lot smarter than people think. Mercedes Carrera is a good example. A lot more clever. So no, you're worse than a porn star. You're an incompetent porn star. Whatever. Alright, I'm rambling now. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, that's about all. Moldylocks is just a bullshit artist. Like, she's crying about it. She's trying to get a bunch of free fucking money. Even though her fucking GoFundMe page says, like, yeah, this isn't medical supply. This isn't for medical purposes anymore. This is all just activism. Yeah, she wants to fucking sit on her ass, do drugs, and complain about white men. You know, that's her activism. Like, let's be real. That's what our activism is going to be. Or maybe, you know, buying more M80s to go throw at people. And, you know, fucking M80s, man, those are fucking weapons. Like, those are dangerous. They could fucking kill people. Something like, if an M80 gets thrown at your fucking head and it explodes right there, blow your fucking brains out. They are fireworks. Like, and fireworks are just bombs that are meant to be entertaining to watch. That's it. Like, fireworks are bombs. They're just supposed to be entertaining to look at. That's the only difference. So yeah, all the fucking idiots who funded her GoFundMe page, you know, they're culpable for any fucking weapons or materials that Antifa uses to intimidate more people in the future. So that's about all I got, everyone. Take care. Peace.